Okay, one final tense for our tense challenge. No song today, just getting straight into the explanation and what it is. It is the present continuous tense, and this is the tense that you are going to need when you are describing a picture in your speaking exam and talking about the actions that people are doing. So for GCSE Spanish, this is the most important use for this tense, called the present continuous. And it is the ing tense in English. So I am doing, we are playing, they are eating. And we're going to use it mostly in the context of he is playing football, they are watching TV. Because in the picture, we're going to be talking about what the people in the picture are doing. So it's really important, if you want to get full marks in your picture task description, you have to be able to cover the action of what the people in the photo are doing, and therefore you need to be able to use this tense. If you are also doing the foundation paper, then in the writing exam, you need to describe a picture as well, so this will double up for both the speaking and the writing if you're doing foundation. So, how do we form this tense? There are only two parts. It's actually quite straightforward to form. The difficulty is in remembering when to use it. So the first thing we need is a conjugation of the verb estar in the present tense, okay? So that is I am, estoy. You are, estás. He, she, or it is, está. We are, estamos. You all are, estáis. And they are, están. So that is step one. And probably just useful to recap that estar is the verb to be. We also know the verb ser, to be, and they often get confused when using this tense. So we need to remember that estar, the most common uses of it are location, emotion, action. If you can remember those three things, you'll be right 90% of the time at GCSE. Okay, in this case we're talking about action, so the verb to be is estar. The general principle is estar is used for temporary things. Your action is something you are doing, but you will soon finish. Okay, so a recap: estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, están. And we are most interested in the conjugations está for he or she is and están for they are, because like we said, we are describing what people are doing in the photo. So that's step one, and step two is that we need the present participle. Again, easy to form, harder to remember to use accurately. So the present participle is formed for AR verbs by taking the infinitive, removing the AR, and adding ando. So jugar, to play, would become jugando, playing. Está jugando, he or she is playing. Están jugando, they are playing. If it's an ER verb or an IR verb, these act the same, and you remove the ER or the IR, and you add iendo, I-E-N-D-O. So if we take the verb beber, to drink, está bebiendo agua, he is drinking water. Están bebiendo agua, they are drinking water. Okay, so recap. We need the conjugated form of estar. We are most interested in está, he, she, or it is. Están, they are. And then secondly, we need the present participle, which is where you remove the AR, ER, or IR. And if it's an AR verb, you add ando. ER, IR verb, you add iendo. So we are going to put these then into a few examples. So first, I will give you a Spanish example to translate, and then I will give you an English example to translate. So if we take the verb nadar, to swim. ¿Cómo se dice en inglés el chico está nadando? That would be the boy is swimming. So now, how would you say in Spanish the boys are swimming? That would be los chicos están nadando. Muy bien. Now another example. Los estudiantes están aprendiendo. ¿Cómo se dice en inglés? The students are learning. So now how would you say the girl is learning? That would be la chica está aprendiendo. Muy bien. And now we'll just do two more examples without the English, so just going straight into the Spanish. The first one will be, okay, let's imagine it's a picture of some flamenco dancers in Spain. So how would you say they are dancing? Muy bien. Están bailando. And finally, ¿cómo se dice ver? Ver la tele, to watch TV. So, ¿cómo se dice she is watching TV? Bien. Está viendo la tele. And there you have it. So, the present continuous tense, most important tense that we need when describing the picture in our speaking exam and writing if you're doing the foundation paper. What we need to remember is that because it's an action, we use the verb estar, and then because it's the ing form, we remove ar, ir, add ando or yendo, and there we have it. The present continuous used to talk about what actions people are doing. Hasta la próxima semana.